the Get Radical Conference, an awesome women's conference. Today we had Layla Ali. She is international boxing champion, and she gave us some great advice, tips on her life and being successful. I was able to ask her questions and also find out more about who she is as a person. So stay tuned for more videos and pictures of this event. Thank you.
It wasn't a professional fight. And I was a little rebellious, you know, and I was that one like, what, you want to do something, you know? But anyway, that's another story, like I said. So when I saw women's boxing, I immediately was mesmerized and excited, and I was like, I can do it. So I boxed 10 years, 24-0. I pretty much, you know, did what I wanted to do and proved everybody wrong, and I felt good about that, you know. And then I came to a point when I decided, you know what, I'm done boxing. You know, I'm ready to start the second phase of my life. And I decided that that's what I was going to do. So I retired, and I got married for the second time. I wanted to start a family. All these things I knew I eventually wanted to do because they were part of my initial plan that I was going to stop. Not that I was going to get married a second time, but that I was going to follow my heart, and I was going to stop boxing when I was ready to stop, and I wasn't going to worry about what anyone had to say. Because now I became the poster girl for boxing, and it's like, no, don't go, because you're the one that's bringing all the publicity to the sport. It's like, I got to do what I want to do. You know, and even then, people expected me to train other fighters and bring in other fighters. That wasn't my passion. You know, and I had to follow my passion. I said, driving 45 minutes to the mountain to go run at an elevation and then come back home and train in the gym, and I only sparred with men. And that's where I got beat up in the gym, because I'm fighting men, you know, and it's like, even though they're not going as hard as they can, you do that day after day, 6 days a week, it's going to wear you down. You know, but I trained so hard and was so prepared that by the time I got to the ring to fight, it gave me this confidence. Like, I've been fighting these men, I've been running these mountains, I've been running the desert. Like, what you doing? It's just like, you don't even train like me. You don't get up there and not be lean and muscular like, you can't, I mean, come on now. To get the look, I'm saying. So for me, all of that at the end of the day is like, like, no, I did my work, and that's where my confidence came from. And it's the same with business. You know what I mean? You have to be a beast in the office. You know, and that's where the confidence comes from. That's where the respect comes from. That's when you can walk around like a boss. You know what I mean? No, for real. And that's when you can really feel good about yourself. And I'm not talking about attitude. You know what I mean? Just that confidence. Like, okay, I did what I had to do.
Producer of a show called Steppy Health Talk. I'm also co-founder and chairman of a magazine called Kusha Magazine. And I work a lot in the international communities amongst African women, the majority. And all know that boxing and what we do is not a traditional female role. But we live in a generation now where the role is expanding in the community. And I know that you've fought globally. And I just want to know, what advice would you give people on health, but actually African women on health, and also empowerment in Africa, because I think they're moving toward that direction. I'm also a healthcare professional, but and I do try to encourage health around the community. So what advice would you give on the topic of health, and also empowering women specifically to the African community?
I think that the main thing now is we get in this place where it's like, oh, if we do go to the doctor's, like, oh, just give me a pill to fix it. We don't really figure out what the problem is naturally. Everything that we need is on this earth has been given to us to heal ourselves. You know, and a lot of the sickness is coming from the foods that we eat, you know, and just the lifestyle that we have, and it can be healed the same way. And I think that you can do research from anywhere. So the first thing is to know that, and to just take control of your health. You know, and it is important, I think, like I said, it sounded like I'm contradicting myself when I say to go to the doctor, because you do need, doctors are good for certain things, but you don't want to rely on it too much. You know, you just want to know what your general health is, but don't just, you know, feel like you can't do something about your own health. You know, don't just rely on it. But I think at the end of the day, it's about priorities. My hair is not always going to look the best. My hair doesn't normally look like this. I'm traveling. You know, I mean, there's times when I won't work out. Like, I'll be like, well, I don't think I'm taking my running shoes when I'm speaking, and I don't want to have to put more heat on my hair and all that type of thing that you have to worry about. So I think that at the end of the day, you have to wear a hairstyle that works for you, that you can actually work out with. You can wear a weave, you can wear these braids, you know, you might have to use some gel. Your hair is not always going to look its best, and you just have to roll with it, but make it work. I mean, sometimes we put, I think, too much on our hair, and it's in our head. You know, and most of the time you see me, I have a ponytail. I don't have my hair down. And, you know, I'm not going to keep pressing my head. I'm just going to get a product where I can lay them down. And that's it. I'm not going to be able to be fabulous and have my hair down all the time. It's just the way that it is. You know, but it's more important to me to actually work out.